So, Midjourney versus Stable Diffusion. Paid versus free. Does that mean good quality versus bad quality? Today we're asking that question, and let me tell you this, I was shocked by the results. So
today we're diving deep into ComfyUI. It's a powerful node-based interface for Stable Diffusion and other models, but I come to that later, that puts you firmly in the director's chair of your creation.
Director's chair?
Now, don't get me wrong, Midjourney is fantastic. It's widely known for its stunning AI art and how easy it is to get started. And don't worry, we'll be looking at the strength too, but the goal of this video is to compare ComfyUI to Midjourney. We will break down their interfaces, compare how they handle models and consistency, look at video capabilities, and discuss the practical side of getting started. Ready? Let's go. Okay, let's start with Midjourney. Most of you probably know this. You interact primarily through text prompts, either in Discord or the web interface. You type in /imagine followed by a description. Maybe add some parameters like --, AR for the aspect ratio. The pros? It's super fast, incredibly user-friendly, and the images are oftentimes absolutely breathtaking.
You're breathtaking!
The cons? Sometimes it can feel like a black box. You just enter your prompt and hope for the best results, and you don't have so much creative control over this. You don't really see the steps involved, and your control is mainly through refining the text prompt. Now, ComfyUI. This looks different, doesn't it? Okay, it's a visual graph. Think of it like connecting building blocks, or how we say it, nodes. This node loads your main model. This one processes your text prompt, and this one does the actual image creation, also called sampler. And this one at the end, that saves your image or previews it, whatever you want. You literally drag wires to connect the outputs of one node to the inputs of another. The pros? Total transparency. You see exactly what's happening. This gives you insane granular control and flexibility. The cons? Yes, there's a steeper learning curve. And you will need to set it up yourself, usually on your own PC, but if you're an artist, the chances that you have an own PC is fairly high, so that should not be a barrier for you. So the core difference for you artists, Midjourney gives you great control over the final outcome via prompts and parameters. ComfyUI gives you deep control over the entire process. It's about how the image is made step by step. So, if you are using Midjourney, you are using their proprietary models. Right now, at time making this video, it's version 6.1 or the newer version 7, and the specialized Niji model for anime-style pictures. And they are fantastic, highly optimized models, but you're limited to those models, and they're fairly restrictive. And if you type some weird word combinations, they block your prompt.
Okay.
And then there's ComfyUI. And therefore, welcome to the universe of models. You can load virtually any Stable Diffusion model, and there are plenty. We are talking the base Stable Diffusion, like 1.5, 2, nowadays 3.5, the Stable Diffusion XL, Pony, Illustrious. There are so many I can't really name them all, but they are ever growing. And then, thousands of custom checkpoints, fine-tuned by the community for specific styles. Photorealism? Check. Van Gogh style? Check. Cyberpunk concept art? Absolutely. And it doesn't stop there. You can add lorers. These are smaller models trained for a specific thing, like a particular character's face, a clothing style, or even objects. Imagine adding a Ghibli-style lora to a photorealistic model. It's possible. And the possibilities for mixing and matching are endless.
But why does this matter so much for artists?
You might ask. It means unparalleled freedom. You can precisely choose your fundamental style, blend influences in unique ways, use models trained for hyper-specific tasks. You're not locked into a single provider's vision of what AI art should look like. You choose. Okay, let's talk control over the image itself. Ever struggle to get the exact pose you want in Midjourney? Enter ControlNet in ComfyUI. ControlNet lets you guide the image generation using an input map. This could be a stick figure pose, a depth map, or even just a simple line art. You feed this map into the ControlNet node and it forces the AI to follow that structure much more closely. The level of control over composition and posing is incredible. What about keeping a character looking the same across different images? This is a big one. In ComfyUI, you typically build a specific workflow using tools like IP Adapter or Instant ID. These nodes analyze a reference picture of your character and apply those facial features or details to new generations. You can often combine this with ControlNet for posing. The cons? Honestly, it can be complex to set up correctly and might require some tweaking and experimentation to get it right. Now, Midjourney recently introduced its character reference feature using the --cref graph parameter. You give it a URL of a reference image and Midjourney tries to keep the character consistent. You can even adjust the strength with --CV. The pros? It's much simpler to use. The cons? You have a bit less control over exactly what it keeps consistent. Sometimes its focus is more on the face, other times on the clothes. But a small hint? It works best with characters originally generated in Midjourney. So the artist takeaway on that? If you need deep technical control over composition and are willing to build the workflow for character consistency, ComfyUI offers more power. Besides, sharing and copying the controls of a workflow are absolutely easy in ComfyUI. If you need quick, easy character consistency for characters already in Midjourney style, it's very effective and user-friendly. All right, let's talk video.
Well, let me hold your hand while I say this. Midjourney can't. If you want videos, you need other subscriptions, so I'm sorry to tell you.
ComfyUI, on the other hand, can become a true video generation powerhouse by installing custom nodes and downloading specialized video models like Animate Diff, Hunyan Video, I think it's pronounced like that. If not, please tell me. The LTX Video and others. You can build workflows for actual text to video and image to video generation. You can prompt for scenes, animate existing images, and some models even let you control camera movements. So the verdict here is pretty clear. If you want to generate actual video content with AI, ComfyUI integrated with these video models is where the real action is right now. Getting started with Midjourney? Super easy. Sign up via their website, join the Discord or use the web alpha, choosing a subscription plan, and you're basically ready to start prompting. Minimal fuss. ComfyUI requires a bit more setup. You typically install it on your own computer, which means you need a reasonably powerful graphics card, ideally an NVIDIA one because it utilizes the CUDA cores in NVIDIA graphics cards, and with plenty of VRAM. It's open source, so the software itself is free, but the hardware can be an investment. Alternatively, there are cloud services that offer pre-configured ComfyUI instances, but those have their own costs, and if you decide to get ComfyUI because it's free, then that is not an option for you. And like I said earlier, there's a learning curve. Understanding nodes takes more time than learning just the prompt. But the ComfyUI community is massive and incredibly helpful. There are tons of tutorials, forums, and people share their workflows freely. Tools like the ComfyUI Manager also makes installing custom nodes and models much easier these days. So let's wrap it up. Midjourney, it's ideal for artists who prioritize speed, simplicity, and that signature high-quality aesthetic. On the other hand, ComfyUI is the champion for ultimate control. Fine-tune every aspect of the generation process. Transparency, because you can understand exactly how your image is being created. Then the model flexibility. Use any Stable Diffusion model or LoRa you want, or other diffusion models, and advanced techniques. Master composition with ControlNet, create consistent characters with detailed workflows, create video, clips, GIFs, or GIFs for the weirdos out there. It's just perfect for artists hitting the limits of prompts. My final recommendation? If maximum control, flexibility, and capability are what you crave, and you're excited by the idea of building your own image and video, it unlocks a level of artistic expression that prompt-only tools just can't match right now. If speed, simplicity, and consistently beautiful results with less fuss are your priority, Midjourney is still a fantastic and powerful choice. Thanks so much for watching. Keep creating and see you guys in the next video. Bye.